Hey, so like I said, we're gonna be making a little heart today. Now this is a borrowed idea from an older video from Christ-Centered Ironworks. He makes a little heart. So what we're gonna be doing is we're going to take a piece of 3/8 round stock. It is 6 inches long. If you worry about that, I don't know the metric. I do apologize for that. I'm not exactly knowledgeable on the transitioning between metric and our Americanized standard, I guess. But this is a little piece of 3/8. You can buy it at Home Depot. You can buy it online. You can buy it at a local steel distributor. We're going to be tapering it out each end, hopefully about an inch. That'll give us 8 inches in total. And then we're going to fold it up and twist it up in all kinds of different directions. You'll see that. But first, we got to get the coal forge fired up, and I will show you the process as to how I do so. Whether that is the correct process or not is entirely up to your interpretation, but this is the process that I've come up with that seems to work best for me. So stick around and let's get this thing fired up. This is a little too hot. Let it cool off a smidge. See, I kind of burnt it a little bit, but that white heat is what you want because it lasts much longer, works much easier. Very early for that, gentlemen. Nice day for a ride, though. So we're going to draw out that taper, cut down. Sorry, the anvil is very loud. I might do a voiceover. So, John Switzer, gentleman over at Black Bear Forge, talks about this all the time, but to draw out a proper taper, as you saw, hammer each side, pop up. If you have a nice steel anvil, you only have to work the two sides. You can work all four just to get a nice triangular taper, or like a pyramid-esque taper. And then you want to knock down all of your corners. I need to knock them down just a little bit more. So you go from square, or well, you go from circle to square to an octagon, and then you smooth it out into a round. So nice hot. You don't have to swing too hard when you got a nice heat. It's when it starts to get to that dull cherry that you really gotta switch up, get you some power in it. There you go. We got our nice little taper. Now we're gonna go ahead, flip it around, and do that on the other side. There you go, just like that. Now we got each side tapered. Looks like I have to taper one end just a little. Well, no, they look pretty good actually. So we got each end nice and tapered up. Now we got to find that center point, mark it, and then bend it over itself. Get a proper indentation. There we go. Right there. That's our center line. So now all we gotta do, find our mark. Right there. Ah! There you go. That's what you want to see. Now, you can look at it and you can see that that's not quite what we want. Well, that is not nearly what you want to see. Didn't realize it'd be so difficult to get the center. Whereabouts we need it. The one thing that you can practice more than anything in blacksmithing is correcting mistakes. So, oh geez. Oh, and dropping things. You're going to be practicing your dropping a whole lot. Here we go. Got a little piece of coal coming with. So we're just going to keep this nice and straight. Work that point down. I'm going to work each side of it. Why are you not good? So now see we're working it cold. Not exactly what you want. That too, and don't laugh at me. I know I messed up. This in here, I forged this piece of bar more than I forged this piece of bar. Either that or it's just kicked over. So the next heat, we're gonna have to work a little bit here on this side, interestingly enough, to bring this over. See how we got this little sway here? Or swage, I don't know. Easier to see right here. So we got the little sway there. This is a wonderful practice in hammer control, which clearly I need, and keeping everything flat at the anvil to make sure that this taper is flat as well. Now, I'm not blaming anybody else. Matter of fact, I'm only blaming myself. This hammer that I'm using, I'm actually going to stop using it now, is not in line. And I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to use it. Maybe because it's lighter. This is the only hammer that I have currently that's in line. It's a much larger hammer than I'm used to swinging all day. Yeah, I like to get things hot and work them hot, so that way I don't have to use a big heavy hammer. But we work with what we got, and what I got is a improperly handled hammer. Of course, because it was handled by yours truly. And I am no carpenter, but I am a blacksmith, so I need to learn how to handle things properly. It's quite an interesting task, keeping things nice and parallel with each other. So, as stated, we're going to work this side here. Woo! I worked that way more than I wanted to. Continues working it. There we go. That's not going to be great, but it'll be better if you forge weld it. Just going to get that clamped in. Bend these fellas out. So that way we can start slowly working them back in. While I have it clamped in here, I'm just going to give it a quick brush down. Don't need to, but I like to be able to see what I got going on. There we go, just like that. All right, so we're just gonna take this guy, clamp it back in. And fail to do a proper twist on that. But you see what we're going for. We're gonna twist it and roll it up into itself on each side. The reason why that failed is because it wasn't hot enough. Oh. Figured I might as well show you my shortcomings as well. Show you every part of it. And we are going to the races, hopefully. More heat. So I'm gonna open this back up because I made it a little too small. Sheesh. Getting it properly hot is a task. Ah! Please do not hurt my camera. That is probably the most expensive thing I have in this shop currently. Save for my belt sander. Oh, burnt it again. Need to refine that left one a lot. Better situation than mine. So I'm going to attempt and potentially fail to tweak this guy a little bit. Definitely no master craftsman just yet. Wow. That is abysmal. I have an idea on how to refine this up though. So we need to change your position, which is not a great idea at this time. That did not quite have the effect that I wanted it to. Well, there we go. A little heart. Is it great? No. There's quite a few things I would like to change about it. The size is good. I like the 6 inches to the 8 inch. I think that makes a nice sized little, I don't know, you could hang it from anything really. Get a couple of bits of leather thong, and you can hang that up nicely. But as you can see, people still doing that. It's not symmetrical anymore. Whose fault is that? Mine. I think we can learn from that though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start this off as a little bit of a series tangent. I might end up making a couple of short videos as opposed to longer form videos like this one. Just going through the making of it. Now, this kick out I kind of enjoy, but I want to practice getting it perfectly straight first. And then we got to make sure that these two are symmetrical. And honestly, I think that's the only thing that really bums me out, right? Because this little curve in here and up into there, that's perfect. That's ideal. So I need to clamp this up a little higher, a little bit, and not clamp it too tight. You know what I mean? So that way I don't close this little gap in between here. And then pull them down, and then start at the top and roll it up and be a little bit more professional. So I'm going to start making these until they look good. Unfortunately, I do not have the time today, so man, it's a beautiful day out. But anyway, if you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. I don't like really pandering for that, but I guess that's what we got to do, right? There's also a couple of hammer marks that I need to work on. So I got to get that hammer rehandled. I will be working on these tomorrow. Hopefully the same time that this video comes out, I will be working on the next ones. But until then, thank you for joining me. My name is Dylan. I'm from Gnarled Iron Forge, and hopefully the next one isn't a failure. Thank you so much for watching.